following is from a cooperative project for acquiring skills essential to learning.
Jeepers! This is a lot harder than it looks. I keep getting mixed up trying to remember what comes next. I wish I could find a way of remembering all this.
Tai Chi is done slowly. You move freely, almost like a dance. Well, that's it for today. Keep at it. It isn't easy, but it will come. Try to get in some practice before next week. Any questions?
Laurie, how many different positions are there in Tai Chi?
108. Don't worry. I'll not only try to teach you the movements of Tai Chi, I'll teach you some ways to remember how the movements are done, starting next week.
Remember, class, the topic you select for your oral report should reflect some aspect of a nation's lifestyle. Cathy, what's your topic?
I want to do my report on Tai Chi Chuan, an exercise I do in China. I'm taking lessons at the Y.
That sounds interesting. Maybe you could use part of your time to give a demonstration. I know this is the first time most of you have had to do a 5-minute oral report. Some of you have been asking me whether you should work from notes or from memory. Well, the option's yours. It's up to you. But if you don't use notes, I'll give you 10 bonus points for your extra effort. All right? I'll pick up the rest of the topics tomorrow. Cathy, you follow Jack. 2 weeks.
Want to come over to my place? I can't. I have to go to my Tai Chi class. I'm kind of having trouble remembering my Tai Chi. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
So, we've been talking about the overall style in which Tai Chi is practiced. If you can remember the style, it will help you remember the feel of how the movements should be done. Who can describe the 3 reminders for remembering the style?
You said it would be helpful to think of a tree, a big, strong, deep-rooted willow tree that never loses its balance.
You also said to think of a cat as it slinks on the ground.
And the third reminder is to think of what it's like to swim in slow motion, like this.
Good. You can use those tips to help you remember the style. Class, take a few minutes to practice by yourselves. Cathy, there are any number of reminders you can use to help you. Just use your imagination. Make a link between what you need to remember and something that will help you remember.
Links?
That's right. Make a connection in your mind that will help trigger your memory. Look, let's review the positions we were practicing last week. In the first position, when you slowly raise and lower your arms like this, what does it make you think of?
It sort of reminds me of a puppet being pulled up and lowered down by a string.
Well then, for the first position, think of a puppet, a marionette. And when I turn like this,
I know. It reminds me of holding a beach ball.
that's a good connection to use. How about when you pass your hands like this?
How about stroking a dog?
Good. For the next position, you make another beach ball, turn, step, bring your hands up. And what connection can you make for this?
It sort of reminds me of holding a soccer ball.
A soccer ball is fine. Use the reminders that have the most meaning for you. Then the movements will be easier to remember. Let's try the positions again. This time, link the movements together with your reminders. Let's begin with the puppet.
Hi, Marcia. Hi, Cathy. See me here every October. Huh? See me here every October. It's a sentence I made up to help me remember the names of the Great Lakes. How does it work? I need all the help I can get with my memory. It's simple. Look, Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, Ontario. Now, all I did was take the first letter of each lake. S-M-H-E-O. And then I made a sentence to help me remember. I'll show you. Lake Superior. Now, Superior begins with the letter S, and the word I made up, beginning with S, is sea. M for Michigan, and the word I made up is me. H for Huron, here. Every for Lake Erie, and October for Ontario. I get it. S-M-H-E-O. See me here every October. Terrific. But don't you have trouble remembering the sentences you made up? Nah, it's easy remembering things that you make up yourself. 4 more days. Gosh, I'd better choose exactly what I'm going to say. I want to say something about the history of Tai Chi and its purpose, why people do it. Style is important because it's so different from the other martial arts. Then I guess I'll show some movements. Maybe I'll try Marcia's sentence idea. That'll help me remember the structure of my report, even if I am going to use notes. History, purpose, style, movements. HPSM. HPSM. I need a word that begins with H. Hope? How? Nah. I know. Happy. H for happy. Now, purpose. People. Happy people. History, purpose. What about style and movements? S, smile. And M, more. Happy people smile more. That's a good one. Happy people smile more. HPSM. Yeah, that'll work. So those sentences I made up really helped. I get my geography test back on Monday. Oh, is today the big day for Tai Chi? Uh-huh. I made up a sentence, too. Happy people smile more. That's cute. Here's the box. That's a great sentence. What does it stand for? Happy stands for history, people for purpose, smile for style, and more for movements.
Okay, Cathy, you're next.
They must be here. I put them in this morning. My notes. Oh, no. Bus stop.
All right, quiet, please. Cathy, you ready?
I lost my notes at the bus stop this morning. I was showing my friend Marcia. I guess I left them behind.
Don't worry about it. Maybe you can remember more than you think you can. You think you can do your report without your notes? But take a second to think about it.
Jeepers. I was really up for doing the report today. Maybe I should try. Happy people smile more. Happy history. China in the Sung dynasty, the 13th century. Tai Chi was first developed by... All right, I'll do it. So although Tai Chi is more than 700 years old, it is still practiced today by people all over the world. I can remember. Happy people smile more. People. Now comes purpose. And I guess the main purpose for doing Tai Chi is that it's a fantastic exercise. It's a good way to relieve tension, and also it's a form of self-defense. History, purpose, so far so good. Now, smile for style. Tai Chi is performed in a style that is a lot different from the other martial arts. The motions aren't hard and fast. They're done slowly and softly. My instructor gave us 3 tips to help us understand the style. You have to think of the strength and balance of a tree rooted to the ground. And a cat. You have to think of the control and confidence of a cat's movements. Oh yeah, and the third reminder is to think of what it's like to swim in slow motion. So that completes the history of Tai Chi, its purpose, and the style in which it's done. And now I'd like to demonstrate a few of the movements. Do I still have time left, Mr. Simpson?
You're doing fine, Cathy.
Those are just the beginning movements of Tai Chi. Tai Chi Chuan is just one example of the many things China has given to the world. Thank you for your attention.
Way to go, Cathy!
I did it. I remembered. I didn't need the note cards after all.
Thinkabout is supported by state and provincial agencies working through the Agency for Instructional Television. Together, serving education.